Well, I have got, as I promised, I've got a special guest for you today. And let me crank down. We don't need this background music on here. And good, we're going to have some time to talk to her and her husband while they're here. I've been telling you that Hilary Scott's going to be with us. She is playing tonight at Conway Muse at 7:30. The tickets are $10, which in my mind is an absolute bargain. And let me get these microphones on. So let's see. Go ahead, Hilary, and see if we got you cranked up.
Here I am.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. I'm going to get you up a little more volume on here.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us
Thank you
here
so
today.
much for
I really
having
appreciate it.
us.
I know you had a heck of a time getting up here.
We
from,
did.
the
We sort of
traffic.
forgot that, Friday is just a
It's
crapshoot.
awful.
It's usually awful. Yeah. So it took about 2 hours longer than we anticipated.
By the way, where is home? I kept meaning to ask
We're
you.
on Harstein Island now. We just moved here this winter.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So we're in the area, which is great.
Where are you from originally?
I actually was born in Pullman, Washington, but I was based in the Midwest for many years. Met my husband in St. Louis, and then we decided to return to the great Northwest. So
I'm a Midwesterner originally myself, but on the other side of the state of
Okay.
Illinois. Yeah, I was born in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Okay.
And raised not far from there, in a little tiny town of 1,000 people. But good. Yeah, I saw, by the way, that your next show locally is sold out.
yes, yeah, we're very excited about that. They actually, I guess, sold it out twice. Technically, they pushed the limit a little bit further for us, so
Oh,
we
that's
got a few
great.
more tickets in.
That's
Yeah,
great. And of course, when you and I first communicated, and I found out that you were coming to be at Conway Muse and be able to come be on the show, I got a big kick out of the fact that there's another Hilary Scott, and I didn't know that. And of course, you went to great lengths to explain the difference between the two. The other one being a member of Lady Antebellum, which of course I've never heard any of their music. I tend to be more alt country and
Yeah.
certainly Americana. So
well, I love it when it's that way as opposed to the other, where people do often get confused,
Right,
So,
right.
and I get it, It's kind of weird to think that we'd have two such close names spelled one letter differently and be doing kind of similar things. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, and you explain it on your website at hilaryscott.com. That's with one L, by the way. And and you've got a great sense of humor, and I really appreciated that. When I went on after communicating with you, I just had to laugh. I thought it was really, really good. And you have, and by the way, speaking of being around for a while, 10 albums out.
Yes. Yeah. It is kind of crazy how many. Now I look back at this, case we have. We've made 12 pockets for all the albums, and then we have the vinyl as well. And it's kind of like, wow, that's a lot of stuff we've done.
That is terrific. That's just terrific. The new CD just came out in November, and it's called. I've got a copy of it right here in my hand. Of course, I bought it on iTunes ahead of time, and I
Yeah.
also got
Thank you.
Hilary's EP, which is a 4-set under Flowers on Mars.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that's a great song too. By
Thank
the way.
you.
I
Thank
really
you so
enjoyed
much.
That a lot. I kept thinking to myself as I was reading in your bio on there, that you use crowdfunder, I guess, wasn't it? To
Yeah, we did Indiegogo
Oh, you did
for that one. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it was successful.
It was very successful to the point of where I'm still catching up on getting things out to people.
That's great. That is great. Well, I want to introduce our audience to your music here. And by the way, she will be tonight with her husband, AJ,
Yes.
and at Conway Muse. And 7:30 is the show. Tickets are $10. And the new album is called Freight Train Love. And this is Lady's Choice, Hilary. What would you like to hear off of this?
Why don't we start with that title track? Let's just do
Isn't that a
it.
great song? Let's do that. I'll cue this up here, and I'll cut down our microphones, and we'll get this going. This is Freight Train Love.
I've got a head full of consumes me. No matter how close, well, I won't get burned. Eyes so bright, cut right through me. Well, you'd think by now that I'd have learned. Oh, what you do to me. Well, I think you know, and I think you see. Oh, what you do to me. Well, I think you know what you do to me. Do what you wanna. Well, I know you're gonna just take me along. This is so right that it's wrong. Yeah. Well, I've been had before, and I don't know why I let you walk through my door. Same kind of love for sure. This freight train of love just makes me want more. What you do to me. Well, I think you know, and I think you see. Yeah. Oh, what you do to me. Well, I think you know what you do to me. Yeah. What you do to me. Well, I think you know, and I think you see. Yeah. What you do to me. Well, I think you know, and I think you see. Yeah.
And that is the title song from Hilary Scott's brand new CD that just came out in November called Freight Train Love. And I've got Hilary here in the studio with me. Let me get both of these on, along with her husband and bass player, AJ.
How's it going?
Terrific. We're thrilled to have you guys here today. And let's talk about the new CD. And also there's an EP that's not too much older than that called Flowers on Mars,
Yeah.
which it's just a terrific song. You can't help but smile when you listen to that. And the new CD that came out in November is called Freight Train Love, a mix of some covers and some of your own music, I understand. That's on there.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the songs that you wrote.
So I think, let me look at it real quick
Yep.
so my memory can be
I think
jogged.
there was
So
about
I
7 of
co-wrote,
them.
yeah, I co-wrote Freight Train Love and Diamonds, Whiskey Bottle Dry, and Didn't Make It Alive with Michael O'Neill, who's kind of an Americana music industry veteran. And
I
then,
love that song, by the way. That's
Oh,
a great
thank
song.
you.
Yeah, it's great.
And then I wrote Help and Flowers on Mars and
Get Your Love.
Yeah, Get Your Love. So, yeah, 7 of them are originals. But then there's a Neil Young cover on there, which was a throwback also to Nicolette Larson's version.
yeah.
But it was like a cross between the two. I wanted it to be more bluesy, less disco, but also kind of tribute Neil himself. So that's kind of fun.
There's a cool story behind that, too.
Let's hear it.
The bass player...
On this record, Bob Glob, who's played with everybody, and I mean everybody, he was in the studio and he was going through the chart for that before we recorded it, and he said, "Oh my gosh, I think I played on Nicolette Larson's version of this."
That's great.
So we look it up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's
Sure enough,
me."
he did. That's
Yeah.
great. That is great. And we want to be sure and point out that Hilary and AJ are going to be headlining tonight at Conway Muse at 7:30 p.m. The tickets are $10, which sounds like a real bargain to me. and then your next show is back home, and that's sold out, and that's
Yeah.
in Harstein Island.
Harstein Island, yeah, and it's kind of a cross between what we love about the intimate shows where we really get to talk to people one-on-one and tell stories, but also it turns out it's going to be a little bigger audience than we had anticipated. So it's sold out twice, and so we're really excited because
That's really makes your heart feel
it
good.
does.
Doesn't
It really does.
that
you
your
know,
hometown crowd's
it
pulling
does.
for you.
And,
Yeah.
That's
and
great.
independent music is so tough nowadays that that really means the world to us.
I had it, because with your sense of humor, I thought to myself, well, you've only got 10 or 12 albums out now. You've been at this a while. Maybe you'll be like, Margot Price and be discovered and all of a sudden be. Of course, Margot had to get thrown in jail for drunken driving first. So I'm hoping that
I
that
better
doesn't
start
happen.
making some more noise, I guess.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen to you. That's for sure. Oh gosh, we want to play another song off of that CD. So tell me what is it, and I'll crank it up here.
Well, why don't we, for fun, let's do that Neil Young one. But I also want to hit up "Losing You," which, as you said, was one of your favorites.
Oh, it
And
is.
So yeah,
you just do fantastic on that. So tell me what the number is on that, and I'll crank it up.
that's
here.
number 9.
All righty. Let's take that back to number 9. Okay. And this particular, what's the title cut on excuse me, what is the name of that song,
A
Hilary?
lot of love. So people will probably remember Nicolette's disco version.
Ooh, I do remember that myself. I'm old enough to remember that. Let's go. Here we go.
It's gonna take a lot of love to change the way things are. It's gonna
Well, we are in the studio here live with Hilary Scott and with her husband AJ, who are on the stage at Conway Muse this evening at 7:30. And we're also talking about and listening to music from her new CD called Freight Train Love. And that was a cover of Nicolette Larson's song written by Neil Young, you mentioned earlier. That's great. Just as I started to come on live back, you mentioned something about Bellingham. Are you going to be playing up there soon?
Yeah, on September 10th, we're going to be at the Green Frog, right?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a great place to
It
listen
is.
to
It's
music.
good sandwiches, too.
I listened to Slade Cleaves there
Oh, very
a
cool.
few weeks ago, and he put on a good show. And I did not know that Rod Picott and he were childhood friends, grew up in far north corner of Maine.
Oh, wow.
Of all places. And I like Picott's music, too. And I didn't know how to pronounce his name until I heard his sleeves. Because I called him Pico because I thought it was French.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how you would
yep.
pronounce it, but he pronounced it Picott. But, well, tell me a little bit more then. What's next in the plans for you guys?
We moved here recently. You and I were talking a little bit behind the scenes, I think, about the fact that we were based in St. Louis until recently.
Right.
And so we spent a few months getting used to, as musicians, we aren't really used to having land, and we also have an orchard. So we're learning how to take care of fruit trees, which is great, but it's a big learning curve. But now we're heading into more of a touring phase again. So some local shows in August and September, but then we're going to head down the California coast in November, and then December will find us heading Midwest and south again. So
Right.
hitting the road again. So.
Right. St. Louis can be a good town for music.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, a lot going on there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that's where Michael McDonough is from.
Oh,
you
really?
know, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the, I think that was the Doobie Brothers. I'm a little too young to remember that, but there we go. What did you say the number was on that one that I
Number
liked? So,
5,
number
yeah,
5.
this
Let me
would be
crank that up
one of
here
your
real quick,
favorites.
'cause And who did this song originally, Hilary?
So it was written by Kevin.
Fisher.
I'm spacing.
Yeah.
Kevin Fisher, who has written hit songs for a lot of different artists.
Right.
And he said, yeah, if you want to put a couple songs on the record. And this one, he has a recording of him doing it that I just fell in love with.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it has that hit potential because the writing is so good, but it also really has that sincere, emotional aspect to
Does it ever? And your voice has probably more fluctuation in this song than I heard throughout the album. I mean,
Yeah.
you really grabbed a hold of it.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
Yeah, it sounds really, really good. Well, let's hear Losing You. This turns out to be one of my favorite songs on the CD.
I can't lie about it. It's a secret they won't keep. And if I cry about it, I cry myself to sleep. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. It's a foolish chase. It's the journey that I'm on. It's the best of days. Going, gone. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Tell me it's a movie that I'm watching, and it's not really happening. Oh, baby, it's a phase we are going through, and I'm not really losing you. And if I had a chance, I'd do it all again, knowing in advance that it would only end with losing you. I'm losing you. Tell me it's a
that is Losing You by Hilary Scott, and from her new album called Freight Train Love. And Hilary and her husband AJ, who's also the bass player, and are now Washington State natives, which is wonderful. And we don't want to let any of you forget that they will be playing tonight at Conway Muse at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 for the show. And thank you both for coming today. I really
Thank you
appreciate it.
for
I know you
having
had a
us.
hell of
Yeah,
a
it was-
time getting here.
Yeah,
so.
no,
was our pleasure.
We love
Yeah.
doing radio. We'd love to come back anytime. And next time we'll do a live performance. We knew it would be hectic probably today. So
It was good that it worked out this way,
Yeah.
isn't it? And not only does it save your voices, but by the time we've come around into the car with
yes,
guitars,
yes.
but we'll take you up on that offer.
Perfect.
Though, 'cause,
We'd love to.
Yeah, Tony Furtado was here last week, and we just kind of set him up one of these mics for his instrument and the other, and off he went and did a nice job. But
Very cool.
so you're going to be going on tour here very soon, I understand, back to
Yeah.
the Midwest,
Yeah, yes.
California.
We'll do California first. We'll hit, I think we're trying to get as far as Tennessee perhaps on the December tour. But
Yeah, December and January.
Yeah, December
Yep.
and January, and then
Good.
head
Are you
back
hoping to
this
get
way.
to Nashville to do some work there?
I don't know if I'm going to do any work this time around. We're trying to decide what to do with the next album. We really enjoyed our time in LA, so it's kind of like, I don't know, because I've recorded in Nashville and LA, and they're both very different, but both very
Right.
great experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
I did a lot of work there in 2011. The Winery is a place that I really like to go and hang
Yeah.
out. There was a lot of good music, just anywhere in that town.
Right,
you know.
yeah.
sure.
There's a lot going on.
Unfortunately, a place that I really liked is closed now. It was called The Basement. I
Oh,
went
yeah.
there for
Yeah.
Leroy Parnell's 54th birthday, and it was like a who's with Delbert McClinton, Steve
Oh,
Cropper.
very
I
cool.
mean, it was just, you're all in there like
Yeah.
this. You know, but it was great. Well, we have got about 6 minutes left, and I would like to go out on one of the songs. And what did you say that one was, Hilary, number 5?
Whiskey
It's
Bottle Dry is number 7.
number 7.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh, we got a minute here to talk before this goes off, but we'll wish you well tonight, and
Thank
hope
you.
that you have
Yeah.
a great show.
We
at-
hope a lot of people can come out. If you're listening, please
Yes,
come out and say
yes,
hi.
and you're listening to KSVR in Mount Vernon, KSVU in Hamilton, KSJU in Faraday Harbor on San Juan Island. There's time for you all to get there. 7:30 tonight at Conway Muse. We'll go out with the last song here that we want to hear from this, and it's called Whiskey Bottle
Dry.
Whiskey Bottle Dry. Thanks, AJ. Thanks, Hilary. Good luck tonight. I hope you have a good crowd, and come back and see us, please. Would
We
you?
will. Thank
Will
you
do.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Okie dokie. Take care now.
What are you always thinking of? Why you always falling in and out of love? Can't you see? Why you always keeping score? Are you in love or you just bored? Well, I've been thinking that this is a lover's war. You've been messing around more than I've been drinking. Yeah, and I've been thinking, what you gonna do when it all runs out on you? Who you gonna call when everything falls through? How am I gonna sleep when the whiskey bottle's dry? What I'm gonna see when I close my eyes? I'm chasing dark and you're chasing light. We've been at it just about all night. It still ain't right. For every finger you point at me, wait a second, now you've got 3. I can't forgive you, you can't forgive me. You push the battle lines and I retreat. Yeah, and now you watch me bleed. if I close